Frank, it's been 44 years, and the stat has been tossed around so many times now. But walking off that court tonight, could you feel the excitement and the energy, and what does that mean to you?
I think I'm just wired differently than most people. To me, my brain right now is all over Duke right now. But I can say this, our fans paid a lot of money for the tickets they got because those tickets were not available when we got put on the board. So people spent a lot of money to come support our guys. That's how important this was to a lot of people. And I'm proud of our players. The players, the resiliency, they fall down, they get back up. And then, Alex English, Kerry Rich, Aaron Lucas, Joe Red, all those guys that I've gotten to know real good, JoJo English, those guys love our players. And we've got great fans, man. I'm talking about a school. We've got great fans. And they've been struggling for a long time with the fact that we had won one league for so long. Hopefully they all smiled. And that's important to me.
Were you able to smile tonight, though, with the way your team played? I mean, my goodness, it seemed like that was the best basketball of the year for you guys.
Playing the SEC, Joe. I understand all you guys think the SEC's no good. The SEC's real good.
I just meant your individual performance tonight, just the way you guys gelled.
Because we were prepared, because we've played against SEC teams for 19 consecutive games. Our guys are battle tested. They're ready to go. We play in an unbelievable league that's got tremendous players, tremendous coaches. I'm not trying to knock Marquette. Our guys were prepared for the moment because our league prepared us for the moment. We were a little nervous to start the game, but as the game went on, we stuck to our disciplines. We settled down, and then we attacked the rim, which is what we wanted to do. And when we attacked the rim, we started scoring.
What did you say to your guys when they were taking all those threes in the first half? I mean, they were taking more threes than Marquette was.
They were good shots. Marquette was going to sit in the paint because they just wanted, they weren't going to give us the layups. And you got to take them, Phil. You don't tell good players to not shoot the ball. You can't do that. And PJ, Dwayne, and Darius, someone's got to shoot threes, and those are the guys that shoot them for us. And you know what? We didn't shoot a great percentage, but we made important threes. And as the game was flowing, we always made a three when we needed a basket. We had a chance to make threes to kind of get separation, and we missed. But every time we needed a basket and we shot a three, we made it.
In Nashville, you said you wanted your young guys to get tougher. Yeah. Did you see that out there today, what you were looking for?
Yeah, I mean, Mackey had the best week of practice he's had in a long time. No surprise he played well today. Ralph Felder was great this week. That kid has courage like there's no tomorrow. All our big young kids, maybe I should have put them in today because our guys have been real good in practice today. But I just didn't. I was going to ride today with the guys that got us to the dance, and we'll reevaluate everything tonight. But our guys have been locked in all week, and I'm real proud of the way they bounced back after 19 hard SEC games.
Looks like Duke is playing its best basketball of the season as well. So how do you rise to that level?
It's got to go. I mean, we're a good team. If not, we wouldn't be here. If we weren't any good, we wouldn't be playing Duke on Sunday. It's just plain and simple. But they're real good, and they've had a lot of I don't want to say distractions, but injuries. Coach K, when he couldn't be around the team with his back situation. Now they've been rolling here, and over the last 4 or 5 weeks, now they're healthy. They're being consistent. I haven't watched them. I haven't watched them in a while, but I follow their scores. I'm a fan of Duke basketball, and they're playing. I know this. I've seen all their players play in high school. They got real good players. But you know what? We play Kentucky at Kentucky. Kentucky they got real good players. So, that's the beauty of being in our league. You're prepared to go against these kind of teams.
So Darius said that you don't go into a game against Duke and look at the name on the jersey. You just treat them like regular ballers. I mean, but can you get that message across to everybody, including some of the younger guys?
Back in the day, it was hard. Now these kids all play against each other in the AAU circuit 100 times. So our guys have played against their guys on the AAU circuit over and over and over. So they're kind of used to playing against each other. So I'm not one of those guys that sits around and says, hey, that's Duke, and you got to be careful. I don't coach that way. It's the next game, and when you're fortunate enough where you elevate your program, where you can compete for an SEC championship, which I think we're starting to prove over the last 2 years that we're not there yet, but we shrunk the gap. Then it allows you to have success in this tournament. That's my vision. That's how I coach. That's how I prepare. That's the way these kids have been trained.
When Dwayne notices playing defense like he did tonight, is that peak South Carolina defense?
Yeah, Dwayne's been consistent all year. The guys that have been struggling for us defensively are our bigs in ball screen coverage. We have not been as good in ball screen coverage as we were for 85% of the season. Our ball screen coverage early in the game was not great, and young kids being nervous. But as the game progressed, our ball screen coverage got real good. Dwayne's a bulldog now. Dwayne, I've been fortunate to coach unbelievable players in my career. I can't think of 2 or 3 guys that do a better job than Dwayne on the ball.
Frank, what's your night like tonight?
Yeah, long. I'm stubborn. I don't believe in watching the other opponent. First of all, you don't know there's going to be Duke. You can assume there's going to be them, but you don't know. So you don't want to waste your time watching somebody that you might not play. But the way I'm wired, I'm not intelligent enough to take on 9 different tasks. And our task was to play Marquette today. My brain needed to be clear so I can make decisions. If I start watching Duke before Marquette now, as the Marquette game's flowing, I'll be thinking of Duke, and it's just me. You got to be true to who you are. I slept in this morning on purpose because I knew tonight, if we figured this out, tonight was going to be a long night.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, guys.
At 10 o'clock thing, huh?